The council chamber fell silent as Mara stepped through the reinforced doors, her boots clicking against the polished stone floor. Every eye, or optical sensor, or heat-sensing pit, turned toward her. The delegates from 47 different species watched with a mixture of curiosity and concern, their translators humming softly as they adjusted to her presence. In her arms, she carried a small, orange tabby creature that blinked sleepily at the assembly. High Arbiter Kelvas, a mantis-like being whose exoskeleton gleamed under the chamber's lights, leaned forward on his elevated platform. His mandibles clicked together in what Mara had learned was profound confusion. "Human delegate," Kelvas began, his voice translator rendering his speech into flat, neutral tones. "We summoned you here under Protocol 7. You were explicitly ordered to bring a predator from your homeworld. A true predator, capable of demonstrating humanity's evolutionary development in hostile environments." He gestured with one of his forearms at the creature in Mara's embrace. "What is that?" Mara smiled, adjusting her grip as Whisk yawned, revealing tiny white fangs and a pink tongue. "This is Whisk. She's a domestic cat, Felis catus, and she's exactly what you asked for, a predator from Earth." A ripple of sounds moved through the chamber. The Valoran delegate, a gelatinous being in a containment suit, burbled something that the translator rendered as derisive laughter. The Thesian ambassador, who resembled a bipedal wolf, growled low in his throat. "This is an insult," snarled Ambassador Krell, the Thesian. His lips pulled back from impressive fangs. "We asked for a demonstration of Earth's predatory fauna. We asked for something that would help us understand how humans survived on a death world. And you bring us that." He pointed a clawed finger at Whisk, who had begun to purr. Mara's smile didn't waver. "With respect, Ambassador, I brought exactly what you requested. Would you like me to demonstrate?" Kelvas clicked his mandibles again, this time in what might have been amusement. "Very well, human. Demonstrate. Show us how this creature represents Earth's predatory nature." Mara set Whisk down on the smooth floor. The cat landed with impossible grace, then sat and began washing her face with one paw. Several delegates made sounds of confusion. "Whisk weighs about 4 kilograms, Mara began, falling into her role as humanity's ambassador. "She's a year old. By your standards, she's small, harmless-looking, even cute." She paused. "She's also a near-perfect killing machine." That got their attention. "Observe her eyes," Mara continued, crouching beside Whisk. "Binocular vision. Forward-facing. She has reflective tissue behind her retinas that allows her to see in near-total darkness. Her hearing range extends to ultrasonic frequencies. She can hear sounds you can't even imagine. And her sense of smell, while not her primary hunting tool, is 14 times more sensitive than mine." Whisk, seemingly aware she was being discussed, stood and stretched. Her claws extended briefly, then retracted. "Those claws," Mara said, "are retractable weapons. Curved, razor-sharp, made of keratin harder than most species' natural armor. They're attached to flexible digits that can manipulate, grasp, and tear. She has 18 of them total, 5 on each front paw, 4 on each back." Ambassador Krell snorted. "Impressive for hunting insects, perhaps." "She doesn't hunt insects," Mara replied calmly. "On Earth, feral and outdoor cats kill between 1 and 4 billion birds per year. They've driven 33 species to extinction. They hunt mammals, reptiles, amphibians, anything that moves and is smaller than they are. And sometimes, things that are larger." She pulled up a holographic display from her wrist unit. Images appeared in the air above the assembly. Cats taking down rabbits twice their size. Cats leaping impossible heights to snatch birds from mid-flight. Cats moving with liquid grace through environments that would challenge most species. "Her skeleton is designed for stealth and explosive movement," Mara explained. 230 bones, including a flexible spine that allows her to rotate her body mid-air. She can jump 6 times her body length. She can run at speeds up to 48 kilometers per hour in short bursts. And she always lands on her feet. As if to demonstrate, Whisk suddenly launched herself at a small flying servo drone that was maintaining the chamber's environmental controls. The cat sailed through the air, twisted, and snatched the drone mid-flight. She landed perfectly, the disabled drone between her teeth. The chamber erupted in startled sounds. She can see movement in the dark. She can hear a heartbeat from across a room. She kills for sport, even when she's well fed, Mara said, walking over to retrieve the drone from Whisk's mouth. The cat released it grudgingly, then rubbed against Mara's legs, purring. And this is the domesticated version. We've lived with them for 10,000 years, and we still haven't completely eliminated their hunting instincts. Kelvas was silent for a long moment. And humans live with these creatures? Willingly. We invite them into our homes, Mara confirmed. We breed them, feed them, give them shelter. There are more than 600 million domestic cats on Earth. They're one of humanity's most popular companion animals. You coexist with hundreds of millions of predators, the Valoran delegate burbled. In your living spaces. Yes, Mara said simply. She picked up Whisk again, who immediately began kneading her arms with those retractable claws, purring like a small engine. This is what you need to understand about Earth and about humans. We didn't just survive on a death world, we thrived there. We didn't just coexist with predators, we domesticated them. We turned apex hunters into companions. She looked around the chamber, meeting as many eyes and sensors as she could. Whisk here is descended from African wildcats that could kill prey as large as young gazelles. We took those hunters and convinced them to live with us, to trust us, to become part of our families. And we did the same with wolves, which became dogs. We did it with horses, with cattle, with dozens of species that should have seen us as either prey or competition. Mara scratched behind Whisk's ears. The cat's purring intensified. So yes, High Arbiter, I brought you a predator from Earth. A small one, a gentle one that's content to sleep 20 hours a day and play with string. But make no mistake, she's exactly what you asked for. She's a reminder that on Earth, even our pets are predators. And humans? We're the species that made predators into pets. The chamber remained silent for a long moment. Then Kelvas clicked his mandibles and what Mara had learned was respect. Your point is, well made, Ambassador. Thank you for the demonstration. Mara bowed slightly, then turned to leave. Whisk, nestled comfortably in her arms, opened one eye to survey the assembled aliens, then went back to sleep. Just another ordinary predator, on just another ordinary day.